Hi folks, Evil here. Well, today I have another unboxing and overview of an interesting network product. It is Aruba 303H Hospitality Access Point. So let's take a look of the box itself. It's a standard cardboard box with the model name, some description, certifications. That's about it. It doesn't look like much, but let's take a look of what's inside the box. First, we have the startup guide, some declaration papers, the access point itself, and we will take a look at this access point just in a moment. We have the wall plate mount and the screws for it. So, let's take a look at the access point itself. This is a rather small unit. It's designed to be used as a wall plate mount access point, and it's only 150 millimeter in length, 86 millimeters wide, and only 40 millimeters thick. So it's not big, but it's a little bit heavy. It's 350 grams of weight. We can see it has a large heatsink on the back. So what are the specifications of this access point? Well, it's dual band access point with two spatial streaming. Of course, it's wave 2 of the 802.11 AC, which provides a rather mediocre performance with this access point, but as I said, this is wall plate mounted access point, so we cannot expect the performance of the seal mounted units. But let's take a look of what all the ports that we have on the unit. So let's start from the back. From the back we have the uplink port, which is also PoE in port. We have additional pass-through port. So if you connect this and this port with a shorter UTP cable, you can then use this port as your uplink. So if you're not using the port at the back, if you don't have cable in the back and you want to use cable coming from the bottom, you can use this as your uplink port. And you have also 3 additional gigabit ports. And also you can use this one as your PoE output port. Also on the side you have USB port which can be used for LTE modem if you need one. You have power plug if you don't use PoE. You also have the reset button, and on the back we also have the console cable, which is micro USB port, but not the micro USB standard, so you cannot use the regular cable with it. You must use proprietary cable for it. So this is these are all the ports that we have. You also have 3 lights on the front, so we can see the status of the AP. But let's see what makes this access point. As you can see, we have the wall plate. It has all the standard holes for mounting in the existing place that you have on your wall. you can also pre-drill exclusively in the mine for this access point. This is great for the hospitality purposes, for using it in a hotel or some other use case scenarios. For example, I can give you one example where it will be used in the offices. So if you have thick walls inside of your building between your offices, you might resort to usage of this type of the APs because of course bigger ceiling mounted APs are not suited for this type of usage. So you can on this, and we can see that the size is not actually that much bigger than it was unit itself. It's worth mentioning that this unit also have some additional mounts. There is also dual or double, if you want to say, double mount also for the wall plate. It will be like this size. It covers all these ports on the side, and there is also a desktop mount. So if you want to place it like this, something like this angle, it has some small mount on the back, and you could use it for your branch office or something like that, where you don't need such huge performance. But as I already said, it's meant to be used with hospitality. So it's better to couple it with some Aruba controller, like, I mean, depending on the size of your installation. You can, for example, you can use it with 705, depending on the amount of the APs, all the way to the 7030 series. It's also worth mentioning that you don't have to use Aruba controller. You can use something called Aruba Instant. It's rather similar to Cisco Express Mobility. It works in a similar way. So you have several access points and you dedicated one of these as a controller. So works like that, works fine. I deployed several of these installations for up to like 6 access points, nothing large, as I said, in the places where client didn't need all the features of the controller. So if you want some light installation, you can use this access point, mount it on your wall plate, small hotel, small restaurant, maybe a couple of offices, and you're good to go. So this is all about Aruba 33H. If you have some questions about this unit, I will be glad to answer it. If you have questions or comments about anything else, feel free to comment. Dislike this video, subscribe if you like it, and I will see you next time. You will sign out.